As a team, the entire office, we collaborated behind the scenes for 2 months to plan what we said was a holiday party, but instead it was a surprise 70th birthday party for one of our doctors. We collected money from everybody and gifts from people. We rented a venue, had food catered, got him some amazing gifts just to celebrate him, because he's always that doctor that celebrates us and wants to encourage us to always be the best that we can be. So we wanted to reciprocate that and do that for him. And the entire office was involved. I don't think there was one person who did not help out with that. I think the culture between the doctors and the technician is, I would say we have one doctor that cares about us as technicians professionally and with our families, and he's amazing. We have another doctor who likes to stay to himself. However, he is very encouraging with education. And if he sees something, he shares it. He always likes to show his knowledge and share his knowledge, and he makes it really easy to work for him. And of course, he has a great sense of humor, so that makes it easy as well. And I just feel like all the doctors there, they definitely don't put themselves on pedestals. They're right there next to us in the trenches doing the work, so to speak. I think the team collaborates well with patient care. For instance, we've had a patient who had high pressures, was having pain, was concerned. His doctor was in surgery that day, so it makes it a little difficult for us to see him. However, the doctor said bring him in. So while the doctor's in surgery with his surgical team, the technicians works the patient up, triaged him just like we would normally do if the doctor was in clinic. When we were done, we let the front desk staff know. They talked to the surgical staff and was able to let the doctor know. So he came out in between his cases to be able to treat that patient, which I think not only shows that the doctor cares about his patients, but that the team as a whole was able to come together to treat just one patient while the doctor was having several cases in the surgery center. There's definitely more camaraderie than that. We feel like a family. We like to celebrate everyone's ups. So every birthday, every holiday, we try to encourage people to come out of their comfort zones and celebrate with us. We like to do potlucks. We just threw a baby shower for one of our coworkers. We definitely try to make it more inclusive and a family.
Yes, I'm still in my prime, I guess, by age, and I'm only a couple of decades into ophthalmology, but I do believe that this is the pivot that I needed in my career to really do what I like best, which is taking care of patients both in the operating room as well as in the offices where we see so many patients.
Something I really like about ReFocus are my colleagues and the staff. We get to really enjoy each other's company. There's a good culture. People seem to like to come to work, and that goes a long way, not just in my well-being as a doctor, but also in the well-being of patients. And so when everybody is happy, there's just a different energy that goes around in the office. And I have found that not only with my other doctor colleagues, but also with the technicians and the front desk, everyone seems to be happy to be here and excited to help the patients and make the flow of the day go well so that people get the care they need.
One of the great things about working at ReFocus is definitely the colleagues that I work with. Everyone's part of a team here. We all work together, and that's one of the great things that I love about being at ReFocus.
The staff at both locations here all have a tremendous amount of experience. I was very impressed actually by that offhand the first time I actually visited. Everyone here has probably worked in this industry for 10, 15, 20, 25 years. So the amount of things that they have seen and the amount of learning that they've done in that amount of time is such a tremendous help to me when I see patients, especially complex patients, that it makes everything so much easier, and it makes patient care better from when the patient enters to when they leave. So their entire experience has a sort of a high quality sense to it. Just having people around me that each know their job so well and take it so seriously and sort of value their ability to do their jobs well. There's a symbiosis there where we kind of feed off each other. It ends up working great in the end for the patient. It's more efficient. The patient gets what they need in a better way, and ultimately everyone's happier. Especially in ophthalmology practice, you don't realize how lucky you are to have access to such great technology. It's very convenient. It's very helpful to be able to have the things like an OCT, visual field, OCT, B scans. We have lasers that our ophthalmologists use, but all kinds of technology to be able to visualize inside of the eye and get a better picture of what's going on with patients. In that regard, it's much easier to diagnose patients and treat them when you actually are able to look deeper into the eye, when you're actually able to see things that you wouldn't see with a naked eye. It's very convenient for both the doctors and the patients here to be able to have access to better technology.